Hey guys, this is Roger Eastlick, and this video is a quick review of the WordPress plugin backup creator. And there's just a couple things I want to start out with, and that is an idea. There's two ideas that I want you to have as a takeaway from this review, and then we're going to really tie everything that I say after that into these two ideas. The first idea is that I want you to think about is, would you jump out of a plane without a parachute? Now, I'm not saying these guys are without a parachute. I'm sure they are. Their website's still up. But when you think about it for a second, if you create a blog, you've got your articles, you're creating blog posts and pages and getting people to trying to get more subscribers, trying to get more people to read your blog, and you're adding content, you're adding videos, you're adding articles, you're adding maybe PDFs or downloadables or audio files, whatever, to your blog every day, and you do that day in and day out, and things seem to be going pretty well. And then one day, either you delete something, or the host for some reason has a huge massive hardware outage failure type thing, and your whole website's gone, irretrievable. It's supposed to be backed up, but for some reason sort of a chain of events leads to the fact that it's not there, cannot be retrieved. You thought you had a backup, but you don't, and you're just dead in the water. And months, if not years, of content, articles, videos, audio, all this kind of stuff's gone. I mean, isn't that kind of like, when you think about it, that's kind of like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute, right? So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this, that this is what you can avoid with Backup Creator, by having Backup Creator. The other idea I want you to talk about, and you hear about this a lot with internet marketing, you know, the quick fix, stuff like that, is that you can find ways of printing money, right? So the question is there a WordPress plugin that prints money? Literally. I want you to think about that, because I'm going to answer that question for you. You might think, well, man, that's ridiculous. As ridiculous as this picture is. Look at this picture. There's some guy in some room with a steel door with a suit box. It's a steel case on top of a suitcase, and the thing is spitting out, like, I don't know, what are they, $100 bills? They're spitting out money, right? It's printing money. What a ridiculous thing. Whatever that is, it's just, you know, bonkers, right? But bear with me for a little bit, because in addition to giving you security, the kind of security that when you go to sleep at night you don't have to worry about, you know, losing months, if not weeks, months, or even years of hard work in the form of lost backups or just, you know, lost content. And the other thing is that in addition to that, what Backup Creator can do for you is it can actually allow you to make money much easier, and it almost feels like you're printing money. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today in this quick video. Probably know Backup Creator is a WordPress plugin, and I'm going to show that to you now. Let's see if we can flip over to. So this is, you may recognize this. This is actually the Thesis theme. So sort of out of the box, it's a premium WordPress theme that you can put on top of WordPress, and it's a very good theme. You can customize it all kinds of different ways and everything like that. This one is not really customized. It is installed on top of WordPress, and that's about it. So let's go and take a look at what we can do now. So let's say that I had a ton of content on this. I had all kinds of blog posts. I had all kinds of video. Just imagine that we've got that for the moment. What we can do with WordPress, with Backup Plugin, it's just a regular Backup Creator. It's a regular plugin. So what we do is we go in and log into our website by typing in the domain name and then wp-admin. So here we are at the Backup Creator Ultimate settings page. Now there are some features that Robert Plank and Lance Tomashiro have added to this plugin, which make it absolutely fantastic. But in its most basic form, look how simple this is. Now I've got the opportunity of just clicking back up this site, and it will automatically back up the site. That's all there is to it. That's all you have to do. But before we go there, I want to be able to show you that they've actually introduced some settings in some of the later versions. And let's go to that for a second. Click on settings here. That you can actually now have it delete the backup from the site after uploading it. You can actually do automatic backups. So, and I have this working already on some of my other sites that I regularly update. And you can configure this to do weekly, hourly, daily. You can specify the day of the week. You can specify the time. You can keep all of your backups, or you can specify a number 1 through 10, 25, 50, 100. You can have the program email you the backup. You can set it up so that you can back it up and put the backup copy file into any FTP server. Could be your own, could be another hosting firm, could be that hosting company, could be a totally different server in a totally different location. You can actually, now one of the latest features, you can actually back it up to Amazon S3. Cool thing about Amazon S3 is you should definitely check it out. If you don't have it already, they give you 5 gig to start with, absolutely free, and it's pretty cool because now you've got, if you back it up, for example, to Amazon S3, first of all, it's free. I mean, as long as you're under 5 gig. And then the second thing is, I mean, it's a totally different system probably than your web host, unless you're hosting with Amazon, which I don't think anybody does. But let's say you're not. Like, for example, I'm hosted with HostGator here. Alright, and so it's pretty awesome now what you can do. So let's go ahead and do just a regular backup. Let's go back to the backups. Alright, this was our front page again. You can either click here, backup now, or just click this backup the site. Pretty much the same thing. We're going to go ahead and click on the backups the site, click on OK. And quite quickly, within a few seconds, it's created a backup file. We can now what it'll do is it will actually, if I wanted to clone this site like in a subdirectory or on another server somewhere, and now we're going to leave this intact just the way it is, then what I can do is I can click here and copy the backup creator installer. And I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my desktop. And we'll just call it Backup Creator Test. Save that. Okay. Very small file. I mean, it's fairly small, but you can do, multiple gigs at the same time. And I've done one that's it's got several hundred megabytes of files, and it may be over a gig. I forget now that I back up. And it's got a lot of video stuff in it, and it works fine. It's just absolutely fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this backup, and we're going to put it on a different site. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and install another copy of WordPress. Basically, what we're going to do is in the subdirectory of the domain that we just were in. Let's say if you wanted to do, for example, blog. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our cPanel. Most hosting companies have cPanel, and the way to get to cPanel is just to type in whatever your domain name is, or one of your domain names, /cPanel. It will give you the login. Okay, and I'm actually already logged in. So you log into that. Fast way, for example, as you can see, it's HostGator that I'm with, HostGator. Highly recommend it. We can scroll down here to the Software and Services section right here. I'm going to use something called Quick Install. You can use Quick Install or Fantastico to automate it. I'm going to click over here on WordPress, and then I click on Continue. And now I'm going to choose the directory I want, the web host site name that I want to put it under. As you can see, I have a bunch of them here, and I'm going to put it under let's call it blog for the heck of it. Alright, so I'm going to put it in on this site, and then this is this subdirectory called blog. I'm going to put my admin details in here, my email address and first name, last name, and blog title, and can do that. I'm going to go ahead and install that now. And as you see, that's really fast. I'm just going to grab the new password and going to click right here. It says I can go ahead and access that. Now, as you can see, I've got sandbox.wp.com/blog, and it's a base installation of the latest version of WordPress, which at this point is like 3.32. Probably by the time you see this, it might be higher. It'll be higher than that, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go in and log into my copy of my admin page or my dashboard. I'm going to type in wp-admin after the subdirectory there. Press enter, and then I know that my username is admin. My password I've copied, and we're going to go into our panel. Now I'm going to go in here and add the WordPress plugin. Actually, what I'm going to do is, it's kind of cool. All I'm going to do is pretty much going to be one step. I'm going to upload that file that I downloaded to my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and choose that file. I'll go up to my desktop and take my file, click on Open, click on Install Now, and activate the plugin. I'm going to click on Settings under Backup Creator. I'm going to have to put my backup creator key in again, so I'll just pause the screen. I'm going to click on Save Backup Creator. This takes me to the settings screen. As you can see here, I'm going to restore from URL. That's the backup that I just made. It's already in there. All I have to do is click on Restore from Backup and click on OK, just to make sure I'm in the right directory, because it'll wipe out everything that's in there. And you can see how it goes across. As it uploads it, and it is done. As you can see, visit restored blog. Now you can see this is in Sandbox WP /blog. It is the identical site that we were in before in the other location. I'm going to go ahead and log into that, and the login is going to be whatever it was for the old site, for the site you copied over. So for me, if I'm lucky, I know the password to that, and I do, and there you go. And now what you're going to see is, if I go in here, you can see, in addition to that theme that you saw installed, you're also going to see the installed plugins. There you go, is you've got all these installed plugins. It deinstalls Backup Creator for you. Really, that's an okay thing. So this is Roger Eastlick with backupcreatorbonus.com. And I urge you to go ahead and pick up a copy of Backup Creator today. I hope this film was helpful. Thank you.